Prophet granted somebody of sincerity. And you're talking about the salah, because this is going to teach us from the salah, from even the importance of the salah. Before even the salah can commence, he's giving that responsibility to the muezzin, the one who's calling people to salah. And he gives that one who has such a yaqeen that call creation means call with all of your yaqeen, and we're now all going to come for our salah. And an incident had occurred that some of the newer companions and some of the people had complained that his Arabic is not correct, and that he had a lisp, and that when he would call azan he would say as-sadu. And they said, oh, we say, Ya Rasulullah, maybe we can have somebody who recites more perfectly to recite. This is a big lesson for people who now are so stuck on the external. And this is somebody even before the salah. Forget about people arguing about the salah and everything, you don't say Allah right, you don't add enough A's, you don't add enough sound into it. Everybody so fixated on the sound as if Allah is listening to your sound and looking to your surah, to your form. Where Allah doesn't look to the form and He doesn't care about what your lips have to say. Allah looks to the heart of the believer. And this is the daleel and the proof of that reality, that someone with such a yaqeen, Prophet knowing that he's saying as-sadu, knowing that he has a list, but knowing and wanting to teach the companions, teach us, because we are coming and we are in need of these lessons. It's not what his lips say that's important, but the yaqeen and the certainty of his holy heart. What he has endured to achieve a love that Allah granted a yaqeen in which His zikr is ahad, and that was the importance. And then the Sahabi and the people who were complaining, Prophet said, no problem, next Fajr I won't have him call the azan. And the story goes that they waited, and that the sun rising was not coming. And Jibreel came to Prophet and said, for the sake of Sayyidina Bilal, Allah is holding the sun from rising. That then the companions understood and realized the station of that Abdullah, the station of servanthood he had achieved, the station of love that he had for Sayyidina Muhammad, that if he doesn't call the azan, Allah showed that Divine power that don't rise. Means the lesson is not on exactly that factual story that the sun rise or didn't rise on that day, go back and find all the science of it, but the importance of that lesson that Prophet is teaching for us. That Allah found acceptance in that ab's calling, because it wasn't only the calling of the lisan, but it was calling from the qalb. A qalb that had been tested, a qalb that had suffered and endured and proved itself worthy of the love. قُلْ إِنِ كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي. What better of the tabi'een than the ones who suffer and take a life in moving towards the love of Sayyidina Muhammad. أَنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي وَيُحِبُّكُمُ اللَّهُ. That Allah that by following Prophet Allah says, I will love you.